and rolling. What's going on, YouTube? We're just getting started with a little Amazon FBA Q&A. We got the Tiki Talk live right here. We've been answering a few questions. We got my boy Salam, one of the AMZ Masterclass students, absolutely crushing it. 60 without Vine. Nice, bro. I mean, definitely, Salam, I guess you already enrolled into Vine, but my advice is you could probably ease up on the reviews for now. Actually, hold on. That's a weird thing for me to say. I've never said that in my life. But you're just pushing so hard for the reviews. But I think that, oh, you know what? I guess you have two variations. So I don't think that's that bad, to be honest with you. But yeah, definitely now start shifting the focus towards which you already have, but running PPC and all of that. Thoughts on drop shipping? Not for me. It doesn't mean that it doesn't work, but it's not for me. You think 25K is enough to start? I think it's more than enough. You can launch multiple products with 25K. I've launched my last 2 products for under 5K. And what results do you think are expected? I've said this in my own way multiple times, and a lot of people don't like when I say this. But I even just saw a video from one of my buddies who said the same thing. If you guys haven't even started selling on Amazon, haven't even started the process of selling on Amazon, the results to be expected shouldn't even be on your mind. I know results may vary, but only God himself knows the results that you can get, brother. So if you guys have not started selling on Amazon, thinking about the results that you will get when selling on Amazon just doesn't even make sense. Have your financial goals, have your sales goals, have your long-term goals for your business. But nobody who's actually knows what they're saying is going to sit and be like, oh, you're going to make this much money, or you can expect to make this much money, because it depends on the product you launch. It depends on the differentiator that you choose. It depends if you can push for reviews or not, like my boy Salam. My most successful student does anywhere between I guess I can't say between because that was Q4 numbers. But during Q4, he sent me a screenshot of $400 and something thousand in top line revenue across platforms. He averages about 300K. What do you think about finding land with power and selling it for a premium, very large power? I wouldn't be the one to ask about that, to be honest, Zach. The only real estate that I really do is with one of my business partners. He was the one who introed me into the real estate game with big power and stuff like that. I don't know. I'm just a dude on the internet who makes TikTok videos and sells on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? How do you push for reviews? Allegedly, friends and family, the Amazon Vine program are going to be your 2 best friends. If you're not in the US, then the Amazon Vine program is going to be your biggest friend, most biggest friend. You get what I'm saying. Would you say AI is getting better and Bitcoin is getting bigger? Yes. AI is amazing. I use AI every day. I'm actually looking to get, God willing, I will find myself in the AI space one day, God willing. And in terms of Bitcoin, I really don't like talking about crypto just because there's so many people who pretend to be me. And that's what they talk about, but I'll just leave it at this. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. That's just my own personal opinion. Like I said, I'm just a dude on the internet who sells on Amazon and makes TikTok videos. Doesn't mean that I know everything about the world. But honestly, I'm not even the biggest fan of real estate. The only reason I got convinced into buying real estate was for tax purposes. Outside of that, I think there's better investments for me personally. But that's just me. Like I said, I'm just some dude on the internet who sells on Amazon and makes TikTok content. But yeah, like I wouldn't go buy land. I've heard a lot of stories of people who went and go and buy just land and then they just sit on that land. My business partner, who I just was saying, who I get into, who got me into real estate. His pops bought some land back in the day, and he's been sitting on that for years. A very smart man that sells on Amazon and makes TikTok videos. Thank you, Honda. I appreciate it. But one thing to remember, y'all, is I'm the same as all of you guys. I probably started in a worse position than most of you will ever start in your business journey. So I'm nothing special. I am nothing special. It's been God's plan and hard work that got me to this point. That's why I have a bunch of videos in my drafts. I've just been kind of clowning around on some of my content. Obviously, still going to mix in mostly valuable content for all of you guys. But I just recorded a video today, kind of cracking jokes saying, bro, if I invest $1 into selling on Amazon, how long will it be till I make $1 million in profit and this and that? I guarantee we'll get a comment like that during today's live. But, it just is what it is. Too many people, the internet kind of twisted people's reality of what business actually is. You see a dude who's in their mid-20s or early 20s riding around in a Lambo, and you think that success is going to be easy to come by just because you start some drop shipping business or some Amazon business, or you start trading or whatever. No, it doesn't work like that. Those people grinded and hustled. Like, go watch my second to last video. I literally think that's like a perfect depiction of what people on the internet think. Bro, they get excited. Bro, we should start an Amazon business. It's going to be so good. I see all these people online crushing it on Amazon, bro. And then it's like, bro, yeah, let's do it. But how much work are we going to have to put in? They're like, oh, well, they say you have to invest this much money and you have to, sacrifice a lot of your time. And you have to, not a lot of your time, but you get what I'm saying. You have to put in the effort. And it's like, bro, maybe we should just go hang out with the boys this weekend instead. That sounds like a better plan, right? Yeah, bro, you're right. Let's do that. That's like the cycle of 90%. No, I don't want to say 90% because I know a lot of the people in the live right now are out here trying to hustle and learn. But I would say 90% of the people who have ever been in the lives, right? Whether you hop in for 2 seconds and leave, it's like, get excited. Oh, look at this dude's sales. We're gonna start on Amazon and we're gonna get these numbers tomorrow. It's like, bro, this account's 5 years old. What are you talking about? Max, you could check out the TikTok bio, brother. There's the AMZ Masterclass mentorship site in there. As soon as you click on that, it'll say, yes, I want to apply. And then you would go through the process. What up, Bar? Good to see you. I disagree. You're Elon Musk of Amazon, of FBA. Appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. I try to give you guys valuable content. I try to lay it out what the reality is of it. The cost to start Amazon would be about $3K USD. It really just depends on how many products you order, what products you order. I recommend 100 to 300 units to get proof of concept. Also, y'all let me know in the comments, not these comments, but my video comments, if you guys like my second to last video and my third to last video. I've just been having fun with the content. Sometimes even me can get a little burned out from doing it. So I'm like, I just got to have fun with it. I got to give you guys value, which was my North Star, of course. And then I also want to just have some fun with it. I know Honda saw my second to last video, little skit that I put on for everybody. But yeah, that really is just the reality of it. There's too many phony creators who just make it seem like it's this get rich quick. Hey, yeah, videos are great and funny. Nice. Glad that you guys like them. Also, thank you for 4.6K likes. We were going to make the like goal way smaller, but since we're so close, how about we do 6K likes for product research today, or whatever you guys want to do. We could go over maybe we do that. You guys want to go over, we'll either go over product research or we'll go over what a good and bad product listing looks like. We'll literally just pick a market, go through, does this one look good? Does this one, or not a market, but yeah, we'll pick a market and we'll go back and forth. I'm following you for 2 weeks now. Could you tell me, since I am starting small? Like I said, 3K USD. Watch this. Blessed day, blessed night comment coming in. Unless I spoiled it. Oh, there we go. Blessed day, blessed night. Look at that. Called it before it even happened. Yes, man. Blessed day, blessed night. When you find a potential product bar, like I said, 100 to 300 units. It depends on what the manufacturer is charging for each one of those products. But on average, you'll spend anywhere from like we'll call it 3K to be conservative, give you a little cushion, 3K to 5K to get that product up and running on Amazon. How do I send to Amazon from the seller? I have a video that I posted on this probably like a couple days ago or a few days ago. I have been posting a lot of videos every day. Well, not a lot. There's people who post like way more videos than I do. I got to step my game up, which is something I want to talk about. Let me answer this question, then it's something I want to talk about. But you would essentially create a listing on Amazon, and then you would click on that product and select send/replenish inventory, and then you would create a shipment, and then you would fill out some box information, and then whoop, you would send that over on YouTube. Check his TikTok and YouTube. Yes, I have videos on both. Y'all make sure that you're subscribed to the YT. But little rant, y'all need to have people who are better than you around in your circle. If you're only hanging around people who are steps below you, and I'm talking as micro as you make $30 an hour and they make $15 an hour. If you got a bunch of $15 an hour people and you're making $30 an hour, don't take advice from those people. Simple as that. Like I was on the phone with one of my buddies, and nothing that has to do with Amazon, but we were talking about some other business stuff, and he was like, bro, you're not doing enough. I was like, I'm not doing enough. He's like, nah, you're not doing enough. And he starts laying it out. Hey, you got to be doing this. You got to be doing this. You have to think about this. And I'm like, oh man, I'm not doing enough. Again, doesn't have to do with Amazon business. It had to do with something else. But do you want to know what all of my friends or family who, and I don't mean to say this in a disrespectful way, because I got love and appreciation and respect for everybody in my life, so it's not like a comparison thing. But do you want to know what the people who are levels below me say? They're like, bro, you're crushing it. Keep doing your thing. You don't got to change. You don't got to do anything different. But the people who are levels above me, they're like, nah, you're not doing enough, son. And you need those kind of people around in your life, or else you're going to live in an echo chamber. I'm going to get to that question. No need to spam the question. But if you're living in an echo chamber of a bunch of people, a bunch of yes men, you don't want yes men around you. That's why, like, I've heard some people say, like, dude, you're a little too much when you're giving advice or when you're telling people to do this or that. It's because I'm not going to be a yes man. I'm not going to be like, yeah, man, you're doing great. Just take your time. You don't need to put in that much effort. Like, no, you're not doing enough. You're not doing enough. Most people aren't doing enough. Think about it. Somebody who was levels above me told me I wasn't doing enough. Do you think you're doing enough? Good morning, Luke. What's poppin', Hanto? Good to see you, my friend. Does the seller rank number are accurate about sales you going to get per month? No, bro, it doesn't work like that. Somebody else's success doesn't dictate your success. It does not work like that at all. What's the profit margin on this account? 40% after everything. FBA fees, cost of goods, shipping, PPC ads, returns. Luke is a genuine guy. I've been following him for a long time now. Hanto, I appreciate you, my friend. You're a genuine guy as well. You already know I'll be visiting the Maldives, and when I do, I'll let you know. It'll probably be a couple years because I got way too many countries on the list before the Maldives. But I don't know. Maybe that'd be a fun vacation for me and my lady. I'm sure she would love that. So the selling rank doesn't matter. That's not what I ever look at. I literally, not for one product that I've ever sold on Amazon have I looked at the selling rank. It's almost an irrelevant product metric to me, in my opinion. Average price, average reviews. Can you differentiate the product? Average cost per click. Search volume. How many low reviewed sellers in the market are performing or doing 10K plus a month? All of those things matter way, 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 way more. Definitely, bro. It will be a pleasure to have you here. Yes, sir. Shoot. What do they call the people from the Maldives? Just like Maldivians? If any of them are like you, Hanto, I'm sure I'll have a great time. That's one of my favorite parts about traveling. Maldivia. Hey, I was right. Maldivians. Let's go. But that's one of my favorite parts about traveling, brother, is meeting the people, experiencing the culture. I don't think I've ever been anywhere where I was like, these people aren't cool. I always love meeting these people. Do you know how long after Vine units are claimed, the reviews come in? I've been waiting 3 weeks. I mean, you should have been already seeing some reviews. Nobody waiting more than 3 weeks is a long time, especially if you've had products submitted or claimed, I should say. So yeah, usually I would say like 1 to 4 weeks, but you're at 3 weeks. So hopefully you've at least gotten a few reviews. You know what I'm saying? And I'm making a series. I started the series today. I posted the first video on the series on the TikTok channel at Luke Basha. That's for the YouTube channel. But the biggest mistakes that I made selling on Amazon. Have you ever been to the Cayman Islands? No, I have not. I have not. But one day I will go to all 290 something countries. I'm not gonna, there's a couple countries that I think I'll pass on, if I'm being quite honest with you, but one day I will go to all of the countries. Yes, you should. Yeah, 100%. Traveling is my favorite thing. It is indeed my favorite thing. That's worth spending money on, if you ask me. Making some good memories, meeting some good people, eating some good food. Top 3 countries that I've been to so far. It's kind of an interesting list because, like, I don't know. It's an interesting list. But number 1, Thailand. Number 2, Indonesia, specifically Bali and Gili T. Those are both in Indonesia. And then number 3 is actually New Zealand. I never thought in my wildest dreams that New Zealand would be the number 3 spot on that list, but I absolutely loved it there. Have you ever been to the Dominican Republic? I'm actually going to the DR, God willing, this year, Honda. We're going to so I've already been to 2 countries this year. A lot of other trips, but that was also a month-long trip, and it was partly like a family trip. We went down to Tonga. But I will add another 5 countries to that list, God willing, by the end of this year. Thailand is a part place, beautiful country, very hospitable. I have been there as well, had a blast. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I lost my phone. So on my Asia trip, I lost my phone 3 times. 2 times in Thailand, always got returned. 1 time in Bali, gone. They took my phone. But I love Thailand. I have way too many good stories in that country. Absolutely amazing. That's the thing that I would recommend for everybody. Go travel the world. Go see the world, because the world is beautiful, especially for anyone who lives in the U.S. We were programmed to think, don't go here, don't go there, don't go there, don't go there. This place is dangerous. This place is dangerous. Nah. You just got to know the right people. You got to know how to travel. You need to know how to talk to people. Kind of puff out your chest a little bit. Make sure you're not an easy target for somebody to mess with you. Neo, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate you. Dang, we're at 8K likes. Do you guys want to do live product research, or do you guys want to go over what a good listing looks like and a bad product listing looks like? Because remember, your product listing is what actually sells your product on Amazon. Assuming you have a good product and differentiator, that's what is good. What up, Noah? Exactly. The world is beautiful. People are nice. You just have to go around and see. 100%, bro. I traveling restored my faith in humanity, because you hear all this, you know, even for y'all who don't live in the US, I'm sure you hear a bunch, like when I was in New Zealand, I love asking people, like, what do you guys think of us as Americans? And you hear like all of the opinions, and this is what we see on the news, and this and that. Even that, I think, is a load of. So when you hear when us as Americans hear these things about other countries, I also think it's a load of, because the people are amazing, the cultures are amazing, the vibes are amazing. I do private label, Abdul. All right, so we got sweeping comments for listing. So we'll do listing. We'll go over what a good and bad listing looks like. You guys choose the market. Let's choose a saturated market. So it's got to be something like a water bottle, or something like, I don't know, something that nobody would actually sell. Would you launch a cheaper product, 10 to 15, as your second product to test out profit? No, I would not. We sell low ticket items on this account, but that was, you know, like I said, established 5 years ago. It's a little bit different. I wouldn't even recommend going into the category of this account right here. But no, $30 for any products that I've launched in the last few years is my minimum. I won't even launch a product that's 25, because that does not meet the criteria. I like that. Cups and dishes. That's a good one. Let's keep that on the back burner. Let's see if we could get another one too. Drop some more, Noah. If we don't get any more, then we could do cups and dishes. We'll go over what a good listing looks like and what a not good listing looks like on Amazon. Blankets. I like that one too. I like blankets. That's a good one. I think I like that one more than cups. Pots set. Pots is a good one too. I guess that's also not really dishes. Cutting wood tablet. I like blankets and pot sets a little bit more. Let's see if we can get one more and see. And this is how you guys know that it's off the cuff, because you guys are picking the market, not me. Well, I guess I'm picking based on your comment, but let's go. Let's get one more. Market dog bed. That's a good one too, actually. I actually think that's pillows. That's a good one. Oh, that's a hard one. I think it's between pillows and dog bed. You guys vote. We got the top two. You guys choose dog bed or pillows. Which one do we want to look at? Chef knives is a good one too. Actually, that's a really good one too. I think those are top three. Okay, between those three, you guys choose dog bed, pillows, chef knives. And then we will go and see what a good market on Amazon looks like. I mean, not a good market. Let's vote between those three. Chef knives, pillows, dog bed. I do think I like dog bed the best, but I'll let you guys vote, because this is for you guys. And then we will see what is a good listing and what is a not good listing. Dog bed, yeah, I like dog bed. Let's do it. 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 Dog bed times 100. Let's do it. All right, let's share the screen with YT first. Let's make sure that we actually do it right this time, because last time I think we got a black screen. I think we're good. 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 Okay. Good. We got that. Let's clean the back camera here. Also, there's going to be a new addition to the shelf here in a couple days. Y'all stay tuned. Can you tell me what it means when a product niche could be brand dominated? Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you an example after we go through this, Noah, and like actually show you what it looks like. Okay. So here we have the market dog bed. So first, let's find a bad product listing. We're gonna just competitive market. We're gonna scroll all the way. We're gonna skip page 1. We're gonna go all the way. Let's even go to like page 4 or 5. Why is this laggy? This is weird. This is laggy right now. All right, let's go. We're gonna scroll. I might have to refresh. Can I do clothing private label? I would not do clothing. I think you've asked me that before, Happy. I avoid clothing. In fact, I ran a 6-figure clothing company back in 2020, and I literally didn't even put those products on Amazon. I just sold them on Shopify. Saw human dog bed the other day. Yeah, there's some wild products out there. All right, let's find a not good product listing. Maybe this one. Dang, I'm good at spotting these, yo. Let's see. I don't think it's the worst. Let's find a worse one. That's not the best product listing, but let's find one that's worse than that. Boop, 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 boop. Let's see this one. I don't like how slow this is. I don't even have any tabs open right now, do I? Hold on. Oh, yeah, I do have a bunch of tabs open. Hold on. Let me close all these. Hold on. I always have a million tabs open. No, that's not really the word. Example. Oh, yeah, this is a good example. Okay. So not a good product listing. Their main image, I think, is fine, to be honest with you. Secondary image, the thing that I don't like about this image is it doesn't show the dimensions. Like, see how the bed is like this? It doesn't show the dimensions of the product. It looks like it's folded up. So I don't think that that's ideal. You should actually show the dimensions of the product itself. Good on them for having a headline right here. I think this is a terrible product detail page. All it says is fabric combination of PV velvet and cotton linen. You should, if you're having a product detail, you should have like almost like bullet point style, like, you know, ultra comfort, this material, this, you know what I mean? Great for all dog sizes. So I don't think this is a good image. Easy to wash. I think this is good, but you should always have your product in the infographics. You're not selling a washer. So I think that that is a missed opportunity in this infographic. This is a waste of an infographic. You're just showing a dog, looks super edited. This is a waste of an image because, yeah, people like lifestyle images, but you should combine lifestyle images with infographics as well. So waste of an image and waste of an image. It's Def AI. Yeah, it looks way too edited. Doesn't look good. Doesn't even make the product look good, if I'm being honest. So those main images, okay. Infographics, I would rate them like a 2 out of 10. Title seems pretty decent. The one thing that I don't love about this, let's make sure that YT can still see the dark screen. The one thing that I don't love about this is that they should probably put dog bed as their main keyword right here, not pet bed, and then they could put pet bed right here. So I don't really love that about the title. Their bullet points are too short. They don't utilize all of the character count that Amazon allows. Wow, I think the product is sponsored but has no sales. Yes, it was a sponsored ad that I clicked on. Sorry to this seller. And if we look at their data here, they have no sales. You are correct about that. So title is a little bit weak. Bullet points, they're not utilizing the full character count that Amazon allows, which is going to make it harder for SEO optimization. I'm pretty sure they're brand registered because they have a video on their listing. So good on them for having the video. Let's see if it's a good video. It's not a bad video, to be honest with you. And then, so they're brand registered, but no A+ content. They have a really, really weak description here. It's not even an HTML format. Yeah, it probably is a Chinese seller. Country of origin, China. But that could be just where it's shipped for, I'll double check it. And so the description, you should be having a way bigger description here. And when you have a bigger description, you should be using HTML format so it doesn't look like this lumped up paragraph. And being that they're brand registered, they should have A+ content. So this is what a listing that's not good. This is the problem when I say you need to optimize your product listing. So people think like, let's imagine you're this seller and you think, well, I have a product live on Amazon. This is enough. Now I should be seeing sales like all these people on social media who sell on Amazon. Wrong. It's not a good listing. And your listing is your product. We'll use the billboard example. I mean, sorry if you guys have heard this a million times for those who are always up in the lives, but for anyone who's not, you're driving down the highway, you see a billboard for a restaurant, you're like, that looks good, let me go over there. So you pull off the highway, you go to the restaurant, it looks grimy, the food doesn't look good, it looks dirty, it's not a good location, and you're like, you know what, I'm gonna go eat at McDonald's instead. The billboard did its job. So if I click on an ad, but there's an ugly menu. If I click on an ad, that's like a billboard. The billboard did its job. It got me to the place that I needed to get to. But the listing, all of the things that we just went over, the images, the title, the bullet points, the description or A+ content, that's what sells your product. Okay? So now let's go back. Let's search dog bed. Let's get us back to page 1. We're there. All right. So now let's look for a good product listing. Boop, 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 boop. How do you feel about brand name? Like, why do they all make random letters? I think brand name could be good. It's a weird one, right? Like my first brand that I ever started, aside from like one of the big things that the people who acquired that brand from me really loved was the IP, my branding, my logo, my brand name. But I also don't think it's like a make or break. So it could work to your benefit, no doubt about it, but I don't think it'll like break your product or brand or listing, right? So let's look for one. Let's see. I feel like this one might be good. 4, 5. This one is okay. Let's double check. That looks good. Yeah, I think this is a pretty good listing. Let's look at this one. Okay, they have main image. They add a little feature right here. They don't just have a dog bed. They also have a doggy right here. And now, so look, this is what I mean. You always want to have, actually, no, I don't love this listing, but they're also crushing it. So I don't think it's a bad listing either. I'll tell you what I think is wrong with it, even though they're doing 10K plus bought in the last month. So they're crushing it. They also have 24,000 reviews. So that's a big factor. Main image is good, catches your eye with the little doggy. They show the doggy again, they show the product, and then they make it into an infographic. Same thing, they make it into an infographic, show the doggy, different pose. This is the one I don't fully love, but it's also not an ad image by any means. So it's going over the material of the bottom. And then look at this. So this is a great example. Remember when I said you're not selling a washer? Show the product. If you're going to say it's machine washable, that's exactly what they do right here. I really like this. And then they show part of the product up here. It's a little cut off, but then they show all of the different dog size beds and then the size of dogs that could be on them. I really like this. What I think that this listing does wrong, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is they're missing one infographic. They could have one more info. Wait, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no, just kidding. Just kidding. I was wrong. They did good. Never mind. The thing that I was going to say they did wrong, they didn't do wrong. So they replaced their 7th image. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, they replaced their 7th image with a video, which helps give more context about the product. Washable dog bed right there in the title, so good on them. And it seems like they utilize other keywords, so like pet sleeping mat, dog crate bed, comfy kennel pad. So I do like how they're utilizing the keywords in their listing. Their bullet points, like, so compare these bullet points to the last ones that we just looked at. I always love this style where it's kind of like a headline. Let me move it a little bit more for you guys. So luxurious padding support, and then give the context on that bullet point. And they're utilizing most of the character count that Amazon allows. We scroll down here, they have brand story. Anytime you see from the brand, that's called brand story. So it's giving context about more of it. I actually really like this. I really do like this brand story right here. I might take this idea for some products. But so each image here, it'll take you to that version of the dog bed, but they make it into one big image. So I think that's really cool. Gives more context about the brand itself. And then we have A+ content, replacing that all word description that we just saw. And I think this is actually really good A+ content. Really well made. Using multiple different modules, reiterating different parts about the listing, and then they even cross-sell some of their other products using a comparison chart right here. This is a great listing. It's also why they're probably, I mean, aside from their reviews, #1 in their subcategory for dog beds. I don't see a bestseller badge. That's weird. But yeah, so that's a really solid listing right there. We can go over, yeah, we got time. We could go over another example. So drop another product down below, and we will go over another example. We'll find another bad listing off the cuff. If you guys want, we can go over one of the ones that we just discussed, or you guys pick a new one. Pots. I could be down for that. If we don't get any others, we'll do kitchen pots. I actually think I like knives. I think I like kitchen knives better. No, Kay, I only analyze my mentorship students' products and listings. One of the perks of having direct access to me, I think I like kitchen knives. So let's do that. Can you post a video and all those infographics on your listing without A+ content? Not a video, and no, you can't do you can't have the picture and word description. All good, just messing, respect. All right, let's do kitchen knives. Let me pull it up here, and then we'll go over the process. I'll flip the camera around again. Anybody buy anything cool on Prime Day today? I know I did. Not sponsored, but AirPods is a great thing to buy on Prime Day. Not that it just so happened to work out this way, but I had lost a pair of AirPods, and right after I lost them, I think the next day was Prime Day. Super solid. Not sponsored. I would love to be sponsored by them, even though I would never promote them in my videos because I'm not that kind of creator. But I bought cases of these, son. Like 10 cases today on Amazon. Luke, would you launch a product already selling on Amazon just to take a piece of the pie? Yeah, that's what every product I launch on Amazon is. I'm never reinventing a product or anything like that, but I do always add value into the market. Are some sellers buying and reselling products from Amazon on Prime Day? Maybe there's some. I wouldn't do that because you could get it cheaper on Alibaba than you can just going on Prime Day deals. But maybe some arbitrage sellers, I don't know. I don't know what goes through those people's head, to be honest with you. How many products you have right now, including variations, 40 plus. All right, so we got kitchen knives. Hello, I have a question. Hello, I might have an answer for you. Also, 9.9K likes. Let's get it, son. Stefania still liking the live. Stefania always supporting. How long it took you to hit 3 mil? This account's 5 years old, so I said this earlier, it turns a lot of people off, but if you guys have not started selling on Amazon yet, you should not ever even be focused on how much am I going to make? How long is it going to take for me to get 100K profit a month? How long is it going to take to make 3 M's on Amazon? How long is it going to take for me to make $1 million on Amazon? Think about this. I really want everybody to think about this statement. And I'm going to, thank you for sharing, of course. Also, sorry, YouTube, when I'm doing the screen sharing, I cannot see your guys' comments, but I do appreciate everybody. But I want everyone to think about this for a second. Not a single successful Amazon seller that I personally know, not one of them, not me, not my cousins, not Ecom, not KP. Well, actually, I can't speak for KP because I don't know, but at least the 3 that I just mentioned. No, on this account right here, it's only 9. There's 4 other Amazon, 4 other large Amazon accounts that I operate. But not a single successful Amazon seller that I know sat there and said, I'm only going to sell on Amazon if I make this much a month. If I sell on Amazon, I need to make, before I learn how to sell on Amazon, I need to know how long it'll take me to make this much a month. It's okay to have financial goals, but none of these successful sellers thought this way. Thought like everybody, not everybody, because most of y'all don't think like this. I know that. But I should say a lot of the casuals who might come into the lives or watch the videos or anything like that. Bro, how long, if I invest $5, how long till I make 100K profit? Bro, what, do you even have an Amazon seller account yet? What are you worrying about 100K profit? How about you make $5 in profit first? So again, have those goals. I wrote my goals down every day. I said my brand will be worth 100. Actually, I wrote my goals as if I had already achieved them. So this brand is worth $100 or $1 million. This brand made $10,000 a month. This brand did this. I had my goals, but that wasn't a condition that I put on myself in order to start selling on Amazon. I actually can usually tell whether somebody's going to be successful or not when it comes to selling on Amazon. And when I hear people with that mindset, I almost always know that they're not even going to start. They're not even going to start selling on Amazon. So no, they're not going to be successful because they're not even going to start. Simple as that. I listed my first product last week. No sales, sourcing for China, non-branded everyday items. Well, did you differentiate those products from the competition? Do you have reviews on your product? 10-page, thank you so much for the follow. Sonam, thank you so much for the follow. Do you sell multiple of each product? Yes, I do. I order like 100 to 300 units when I'm starting. Bro, can I list my first product as generic? Yes, you can. What's your schedule managing 40 products? You ever thought about investments? Example, Section 8. No, I'll never do Section 8. God bless the people who do it. I do make other investments. I have a very large investment portfolio. I don't like sharing what I invest in because I'm not trying to shill, but I am in real estate with one of my business partners, and I also have some other pretty big investments. Bitcoin. What's your schedule? I mean, I work like 4 to 6 hours a week. It's Tuesday, and today I today I worked about an hour on one of the 7-figure Amazon accounts. And then tomorrow I'll probably work another hour on a different account. Thursday, I'll probably work an hour on a different account. And then I maybe worked like 20 minutes on the brand new Amazon seller account that I started because I was creating some shipments and stuff like that for a new product that we're launching. I mean, at least aim to pay rent, not make $1 million. That's what I'm saying, Noah. That was my goal. I was trying to get off my best friend's couch. Thoughts on wholesale versus private label? Private label all day, every day, doesn't even come close. Wholesale is not the business. How do you separate yourself from other sellers? Because I'm Luke Basha and none of them are Luke Basha. No, I'm just kidding. You want to differentiate your products from the competition. So you want to actually add value into the market that you're selling in Shemar, sorry. How do you get reviews if you have no sales? Vine, yes, sir, or allegedly friends and family. Allegedly. I'm not suggesting to do that. All allegedly. Been following you plus a bunch of other guys, and you just got 51 units sold last month. Let's go, Kate. God bless you, my friend. Wishing you Godspeed. And that's the mindset, Kay. You didn't sit there. I'm sure you have your goals. You're like, hey, I want to be doing 10K a month. I want to be doing this. I want to be doing that. I want my brand to be this big. But you know what you didn't do? You didn't sit there and be like, okay, listen, I need a guarantee on how much I'm going to make before I start selling on Amazon and this and this and this. Because if you would put a condition on yourself, you wouldn't have sold 51 units last month or this month. What's the difference between Amazon Business and Amazon Seller Central? I mean, you operate your Amazon business on Amazon Seller Central bar. Crypto wallet heavy, eh? All these people want to flex their materialistic things. Let me pull out a flash drive and flex on everybody. One hour of yours would be 5 to 6 hours for a new seller. I don't believe that, Stefania. I do not believe that. You want to know why? Because even when I first started, it was a couple hours of work every day. And a lot of that work was me watching YouTube videos. So it wasn't like working on the Amazon business. I probably worked, we'll call it double. We'll call it double the amount of time. I probably worked like 6 to 8 hours a week when I first started on direct work to my business, product research, developing the brand, contacting suppliers. That was the work. But then I did spend a couple hours watching videos, learning. Okay, this is how you create a listing. This is how you do that. Well, actually, I didn't need help creating a listing. My cousins actually helped me create the listing. And then sometimes after work, when I was working for my cousins who are also Amazon sellers, that was my job that I had before I became a full-time Amazon seller. You know, we would go and I remember my cousins helped me design my logos and everything like that. So the work still was like, think about it. I still worked a 9 to 5 job. Well, not 9 to 5. We worked 1 to 9. So I worked a 1 to 9 job. I'd go to the gym every day. And I was real heavy into the gym. I mean, I still am, but like I was going for way longer than I do nowadays. An hour and a half at the gym every day. Still got to shower. Still got to, eat, get ready for the day. And then I probably had between like 10 a.m. and then 12:45 p.m. because that's when I would leave to work. I would probably have about 2 hours and 45 minutes before work. And like I said, a lot of that time was me learning. I mean, at some point when I was starting my Amazon business, this was kind of a waste of time. I don't even know why I did this. I was taking like my cousin gave me this little flash drive with a bunch of like curriculum and stuff on it. I was learning how to speed read when I was learning how to sell on Amazon and starting my business. Why was I learning how to speed read? I don't know. I think that was kind of a waste of time. But like I was doing a lot of even though I was still hustling and progressing every day, I did do a lot of things that didn't necessarily project me closer to my Amazon goals. Prime Day, baby, let's go. Yeah. What's up, Faith? Good to see you. Prime Day all day. Luke is on fire today with the jokes. Appreciate you, Honda. Learning is the key to success before investing. Yes, but the problem is too many people, kind of like me with that speed reading curriculum I was telling you about. Too many people are fake learning, or too many people think that they're like in fact, this is gonna offend some people, maybe. Hopefully it doesn't. That's not my intent. Most of y'all don't need to learn anything else about Amazon. Some of you who have not started on Amazon but want to sell on Amazon don't need any more information. You just now need to take action. So a lot of people will be like, learn. Let me learn step 97 out of 100 before I start with step 1. And I think that education is I rank it number 1. I love learning learning things. I'm always learning new strategies, all of this. But at some point, you just got to start taking action on the things that you've learned, or else it's really becomes a hamster wheel. I'm not trying to run on a hamster wheel. I'm trying to get to my destination. Bar, appreciate you. Did you get more information about the new changes? Yes, Pranav. I'm going to make a video about it, and we'll even talk about it on this week's mentorship call, brother. So make sure that you're there, or just watch the recording if you're not. But Pranav, you're always in the calls, so I'm sure you'll be there. Can we look at a brand-dominated niche? Yes. And thank you so much for the follow. Yes, at the beginning, more learning. Yes, it seems like Luke makes some dinero. I would be happy to. God's plan. You just got to get on it. Let's go, Faith. No discounts today. No discounts on Prime Day. No discounts on Prime Day. No discounts on Prime Day. And I bet you saw an increase in sales as well. Let's go. I have a full-time job and run my own business in service and still learning this evening. That's the name of the game, Stefania. Education. But remember, at some point, it's time to flip that in action. Right? At 3 sales, a little bit in a loss because of PPC, but more trying to rank. So gonna take it like a man. Nice, brother. Nice. Yeah, you got it. Like it's you know what you got to do, Sheep. You're on the path, brother. For FBA, are you automatically enrolled into Prime for faster shipping? Yes. No discounts today. Diamond hands. That's true. I think I'm stuck on the hamster wheel. It's all good, Hanto. Sometimes you just got to hear it, brother. Sometimes you just got to hear it. And I'm not judging. Like you guys just heard me talk about how I was taking an 8-hour course on how to read faster. What was that? What did I need to read faster? My Amazon sales? You know what I mean? Even to this day, that time was lost time. It didn't benefit me at all. So it's okay. But now we recognize where we are. And now we flip the script. Action, action, action. In fact, homework for everybody today. This week, take one action step that you can do to progress your Amazon hustle if that's what you're trying to do. One action step. Either go look for products, either start your Amazon account, either get your LLC started. One action step. That's it. And you rinse and repeat that process. I would say every day you should take an action step. But let's make it easy on everyone. This week, it's Tuesday. You have till Sunday. There's no such thing as only working. This isn't a 5-day work week. When you're a business owner, you work every day. I'm not saying like hours and hours and hours, but you are responsible for work every single day. And there's an expression, don't wait for tomorrow for something that you can do today. How do you structure your day-to-day? Wake up, go to the gym. Sometimes we'll do a little early morning live. Come home, shower, protein shake, eat, create my power list, which is my 5 to 7 things that I have to get done for the day to progress my day forward. I'll probably throw on, depending on the kind of work that I have to do for the day. Like when I'm doing my Amazon ads, what up, Airstick? Good to see you. But if I'm like working on my Amazon ads, I'll throw on a podcast. If I'm working on some of the other businesses that don't necessarily require me to be like not listening to something, I'll throw on a podcast or something. I'll start working, and then I just work for the day, and then around 5 o'clock or so, 6 o'clock PST, I'll hop on live again. My day's pretty boring, except when I'm traveling. Have dinner with the fam at the end of the day and hang out with the fam at the end of the day. We're about to go back. We were, how much the program cost? Hop on a call with my team. Go click yes, I want to apply on the mentorship site, and they'll be able to answer that question for you. How do you compete with Chinese manufacturers selling on Amazon who lowball their prices? Because I never compete on price. I always differentiate my product. I will never, ever, 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 ever try to be the highest or the lowest priced product in the market. Does not feel like I know what I'm doing, though, really realizing that I'm learning from trial and error. Got to check out, Sheep, I would normally not say this to someone who said that question, but for you specifically, bro, got to check out the PPC Masterclass. Differentiate and add value. Yes, sir. We got J-Name up in here, one of the mentorship students. We got Airstick up in here, one of the mentorship students. There's probably a few more up in here as well. Can you please tell me where I can source my LLC? Yeah, Hanto's right, actually. I got my last LLC done with, not sponsored, but with Northwest Agent. By Sunday, I will have my Amazon account. Let's go, Stefania. I love that. Small wins. Small wins over time create big wins. Oh, we also got Salem in here, another mentorship student. How long did it take you to get brand approved after submitting brand registry? Like 5 days. What's the most difficult part of private label? Probably product research and PPC ads. Do you think I should add any color variations to my next batch? Get a little bit more proof of concept, Salem, and then yes, I think that you can. Or you could use that capital to go launch another product. Sheep, message me about that. Message me, brother. All right, let's go over a good we're already over an hour, but because I promised you guys another one, we'll do a speed run through this. So actually, before we do that, we're going to do a shameless plug, because we've been given an hour of straight value. If you guys like the lives, like the videos, like the information in the lives, and want a more in-depth guide and to have me as your personal mentor along your entire Amazon journey, be sure to go check out the TikTok bio, the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship. Here you guys can see everything that it includes. And then you can also watch this little video right here. You would click yes, I want to apply. You would fill out this very, very quick questionnaire. And at the end of it, if you qualify for the main mentorship, you will be prompted to book a call with my team. We actually changed something this week, something different. So if you guys don't apply for the main mentorship, you'll actually be given a different option. So just throwing that out there. All right, that was my shameless plug. Had to do. I already knew we were gonna lose some viewers, but while we were at 40 viewers, we had to give a shameless plug. Okay, so let's go back. We're gonna look for a bad product listing. So we're looking at kitchen knife set. We're going to go to page 3 or 4 to find this not good product listing. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. Let's look at this one. This looks like an overpriced knife. Also, why is my thing being so slow today? I think this is the slowest it's ever been. I don't have the funds yet, but I can't wait to join your mentorship. Can't wait to have you in it, Yodi. Boop, boop, boop. I think it's because I'm sharing it to YT, but usually that doesn't. This isn't the worst, to be honest with you. Let's keep looking. We're going to find a bad product listing. And remember, your product listing is what actually sells your product on Amazon. How's Prime going? I'll show you guys Prime numbers for one of the accounts in a second. All right, I don't like how slow this is, but it's okay. Let's look at this one. Something tells me, let's see if I'm right. All right, hold on. We have to see why this is being so slow. Probably Prime Day slowing it down. Maybe. It really has never been this slow before. It's actually never slow, period. But today it's just wild. It's slow for me. Older people. You're funny, Stefania. You're not old. You just have more life experience. And life experience means a lot. I got 950 sales, but ACOS didn't convert, but organically still. That's good. I mean, it means your conversion's probably low on the PP side. Maybe you're bidding on not the most relevant keywords, but if you're profitable and you have good organic rank, that's still a W. Okay, I think it's going to be one of these two listings. I think let's see this one. Come on, speed up, Amazon. Everybody get off Amazon for Prime Day. Aha, I think I was right. I was right. Look at that. Let's double check. Oh, yeah. Look at this. So similar to our last listing, main image, very plain. I think that they should have added some other elements, even like the knife cutting fruit or something like that. 8% tacos. That's amazing, Canada. 8% tacos is amazing. You just got to get the conversion up. So maybe more reviews and then optimize your listing, which is kind of like what we're talking about here. So they should have added some kind of main element or different element to catch the customer's eye here. Like I said, them cutting fruit or something along those lines. Waste of an image. Yeah, it's a lifestyle image, but it's, first of all, not good quality. Second of all, they should have made it an infographic. Here, light and comfortable grip. I don't think that this is a good or well-made image. Looks very amateur, probably like an AI type image. Should have been better. Made this the headline and then showed like different product features. Maybe shown, I know they have this diagram, but maybe shown like a hand holding it. 2x sharpness. I also don't love this image just because, yeah, they made it black and white and the gloves look weird. It looks very weird image. This, they shouldn't have made a drawing of the knife. It should actually be the knife. And if anything, make like all of these things should have been bullet points in one image. And then they only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're missing an infographic, although they do have a video, but they are missing one infographic, which is a missed opportunity for conversion. Their title, first of all, way too long of a brand name. And then they put the size, and then you don't see that it's a knife until down, way down here. It should have been right after the brand name. So innovation, utility knife, 4.5 inches, ceramic. Actually, the size should have been the last thing on their title, if we're being honest. Their bullet points, actually, they only have 4 bullet points. So missed opportunity of having their 5th bullet point, which helps with your SEO. Also, they're not utilizing the full character count that Amazon allows. I don't think that your bullet points need to be like this big old like lump with just putting words to put words for no reason. But you definitely want to utilize more of the character count for SEO purposes. They do brand story, so good on them for that. But then what's weird is they don't have A+ content. They just have a regular description. Same thing, no HTML description, very weak description, and they should be utilizing A+ content. I would rate that listing like a 2 out of 10, maybe 3. Nope, 2 out of 10. We're not going to be generous. So now let's look at. I think this looks like a good listing. Eddie, thank you so much for the follow. I like their main image. So let's wait 30 minutes because for some reason Amazon is loading at the speed of snail today. Also, see what happens when we get a lot of likes. We've been going at it for more than an hour, ladies and gentlemen, just because for y'all supporting. Okay, I actually like these. Yep, I think this is good. I don't like this image. I'll talk about it though. So I like that they add like the fruits and veggies. Yeah, I mean, even for Prime Day, I don't think I've ever had it this slow. I like that they add the fruits and veggies, adds a little bit eye-catching main image. I think these infographics are solid, shows that it's a 3-piece set, everything that you need. It shows the blade angle. This is kind of like the product features that I meant, having like little bullet points about the product itself. We have the dimensions, which I think is a very important image right here. Very well made. This is the one that I don't love. They should have made it an infographic. Like I would have kept this same main image, but I would have said, great for cutting everything. And then you show the meat, vegetables, fish, you know what I'm saying? Could have made it an infographic. So look, right in the title, they have their brand name and then kitchen knives. Boom. Just like that. Simple. So that's good on them. 3-piece chef knife. And then, you know, solid title. Seems like it's SEO optimized. This is the bullet points I like to see. I like that they have these, you know, headline style, multi-purpose chef knife set. And then it gives the context on that bullet. Oops. And then it gives the context on that bullet point. And then we come down here. They have their brand story. I also think this is a very well made brand story. Adds more context about the product. One thing that they're missing is they should have a section about the brand itself. And then we have some A+ content, reiterating some of the things that the listing already says, giving more context about the product. So we see like this, we didn't see before. Gives more context about the knife, what it's used for, the performance of the knife. They do utilize one of the same images. I don't think that's bad. Sustainable and green. I think that is a great image. I mean, listing. I'd probably rate that like a 7.5 out of 10. They could have done a few things differently to get it up to like an 8 or a 9. So, shameless plug. If you guys want to see exactly how I create my listings, you want me or my team to create your listings for you. Oh yeah, well, I'll show that at the end. Again, be sure to check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship in the TikTok bio. You click yes, I want to apply. That was Helium 10 that I was using. You'd go through this quick application and then you'd be prompted to book a call with my team. So let's stop sharing. Let me flip the camera. Say what up to YouTube, by the way. Let me flip the camera and then let me show you guys Prime. I'll show you for one of the accounts, not this account. I'll show you for our, I think this is the second largest or the third largest account. How did they get the badge for Amazon's Choice? Having good sales. We've actually been up quite a bit here. Oops, hold on. Got to make sure that I don't show anything proprietary here. Okay, so this account usually on the 4th and the 5th, we had some low sales days, but it's right before Prime Day plus a holiday. But we usually average like 3,500 to 4K. And then here we have, this is with no Prime Day discounts so far, and it's only 6:40 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. On that note, everybody, I love you all. Great live. I hope everybody has a blessed day, blessed night. I will see you guys back here tomorrow, God willing. Make sure to go show some love. Beautiful images. Oh, best thing I like to check. Yes, 100%. Make sure y'all go show some love to my last few videos and check out the AMZ Masterclass Mentorship, the Harvard of Amazon FBA private label education. And I will see y'all soon.